Everyone, Ammo here, taking a look at Monolith. Monolith is a roguelike bullet hell arcadey action game, and it is a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's really promising. This is produced by Team D13, produced and published by Team D13, and this is their first effort on Steam, and that makes me really excited for this team. If they can keep putting out products like this, then I think they have a bright future ahead of them as an indie developer. This is great. I'm really impressed with this. It's like if Gungeon and Isaac had a baby, and the baby grew up to identify itself as a NES cartridge. It has this great 8-bit artwork. It looks great. Great chiptune soundtrack. Sounds great. The gameplay is solid. Kind of, like I said, a little bit Isaac, a little bit Gungeon. Two of my favorite games, and they came together and made Monolith, and it feels great. I haven't beaten it yet. I have some concerns, which I'll bring up more towards the end of the video, because without context, obviously doesn't make a lot of sense. And some of it might be just because, as a modern roguelike, it has all the meta unlocks that I haven't gone all the way through, so maybe there's more there than I realized, and I just haven't gotten deep enough to see all those. But we'll just go through a run, enjoy the game. I do like this game. It's been a real treat. So here's our little ship. Here's us. It's a little like it's not exactly clear what's going on intentionally. Like, why are we a little spaceship? Why is there a cat here that's bigger than we are that we can speak to? But this works as our hub. We can speak to him. We can shop. We can get new furniture. You give me a furniture? Oh look, he gave us a little portrait. Relaxing sunset. Yes. But here's the last time I've seen the sun. This will do for now. He doesn't want to change it. But yeah, he furnishes the apartment. But we'll talk more about our hub at the end when we finish. Till then, we're just gonna go right into the dungeon. And here, look at this. Look how beautiful this is. Now we'll see. Let's go into a room. When I was playing Star Wars Rogue, remember I criticized. I was really unhappy with the way the foreground and background tended to blur together, and it could be hard. It could be easy just to momentarily lapse attention and for a threat in the foreground to blend into something in the background. No risk of that happening in this game. The background looks great, has this nice old school feel to it, but it's so clear from what's going on with the foreground enemies. Like, absolutely 100% clear what's in the foreground, what's in the background, what's relevant, what's a wall, what's an enemy, what's a bullet. Visually, not only visually distinct and attractive, but also exceptionally good at conveying the information to the player. Real summers never full, showing me HP. You only choose one of these. Belongs in rolling extra iframes. Great. This is kind of like an item room. We get a perk there. We get to choose one of three random perks. That'll be one of my criticisms. I wish there were a few more perks, and that some of them, a lot of them are kind of easy to ignore. A lot of them aren't that special. So you saw them there. We had enemies take a little longer to activate. We see some rooms, or we get a few more iframes. Like, it's not crazy impactful. I can see some more boldness in the perks and the items. We'll get into the weapons that we'll see. We'll talk about those as well. Here's a shop. We get the money. A great thing I like about the money in this game is that you see above our money counter, there's a multiplier, and then that just multiplies the money we pick up. So and that gets reset when we get hit. So it's a huge. So you are hugely encouraged not to take damage, because of course not only do you actually suffer HP, there's HP right there. Love the HUD. That's so clear and crisp. I can see exactly what I need to see when I need to see it. That's so good. Use our key to come in here. We get a bunch of money. Actually, I just wanted to say that until we got a multiplier higher. But yeah, if you get hit, not only do you take damage, you lose your multiplier. So of course, taking damage can be a big problem in its own accord, because you might not be able to heal you. Of course, eventually you'll die. Oh, I was paying attention to these little guys. They got me. But you see, that knocked down my multiplier, so now I'm getting less money as we move along. And things get really expensive. That was our mini-boss. The way this game works is we explore the floors. You have to kill the mini-boss in order to progress to the actual boss. Another thing, so good. You can teleport to any room at all, you can teleport to. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so convenient. We play so fast. I don't need to run back and forth for no reason, taking forever. It's wasting everyone's time. Thank you for letting me teleport wherever we want to. Now here's where we get a weapon. Fast charging laser does extra damage to ghosts. Or a homing burst fire Vulcan. I don't really like the burst fire. I don't really like the laser either. Fire quickly Homing fire. Let's take the laser. The weapons in this game act more like power-ups. So we're not keeping this laser indefinitely. It does have ammunition. Unlike Gungeon, we're not picking up multiple weapons and switching between it. The weapons that function as power-ups. And once they're gone, they are gone. Laser, ooh, a triple. But they also have these modifiers. So you see, we have a laser. This laser is extra damage to ghosts and what, charges quicker. This one is charges faster, fires a triple shot, and pierces. So you have about 7, I think there's 7 weapons. They each have, but there are many multipliers. So then the modifiers, many modifiers. The modifiers can be mixed and matched randomly to give you some really interesting effects. That's a really cool idea. I like it. I don't like, sometimes it feels, I want more power-ups, I want more variation in the base weapons. So I seem just to really be pulled towards certain weapons and not like other weapons like the Vulcan. I've never really been impressed with the Vulcan, so all these crazy modifiers getting on the Vulcan, I'm still kind of hesitant to pick up the Vulcan, whereas I really like the laser's been pretty cool, I really like the fireballs. And then working as a power-up, I've come to begrudgingly accept it. The game works around these, them being power-ups that you get. So you can get ammunition upgrades to keep them going, or you can get new weapons. If you get a new weapon to replace a not yet empty weapon, you do get a refund of HP and some money out of it, which is good. And of course, you'll want to upgrade if you find a weapon with better modifiers. You also get healing. Take our 10% damage increase, what I'm here for. And then go fight our boss. So I've come to accept it just as part of the game design. It's designed around it, and they make it work. Even though, you know, I like my Gungeon, I like having lots of weapons to choose from. I think I'd like to see a little more variation there, but it's acceptable. It works. Oh, I got by that ghost. You don't get anything special for acing the bosses, not that I've noticed. Pretty sure I've aced at least a couple. The bosses are great. There's a lot of them. They do cool stuff. They look awesome. The fights are great. They're not battles of attrition. They're very fast-paced. They shoot a ton of bullets at you. You either dodge them and shoot them and kill them, or you don't and you die. It's phenomenal. Pay attention, design student. It's so many things right in this game. That's why I was so impressed. It's been a real joy to play this game. We also have bombs that I've been using, which is a bad habit of mine playing this game. The bombs work exactly like blanks in Gungeon. Oh, that adds a bomb. Bombs act just like blanks do. They clear the screen of bullets and also push away enemies. And they regenerate. At least your 2 base ones do. The extra ones do not. Create selection of powerful weapons. That might be interesting. Maybe take longer to activate. Better, more frequent item drops. Yes, please. Take the better and more frequent item drops. The selection of powerful weapons, I could try to get a strong weapon and then maintain it, but the weapons, it's not just like getting a good gun in Gungeon, it's getting a power-up. Which I guess if I just think it like that, just accept it, that's the way this game works. And its design, it's a much easier pill to swallow. I guess it's just too much Isaac and Gungeon, where those sort of upgrades are permanent enhancements and permanent options. Whereas Isaac, if I get something that modifies the way I attack, that's a permanent part of the character. In Gungeon, it's something I can permanently, at least tell of ammunition to use. This one is just to upgrade your base weapon, which is okay in its own right. As you can see, we're not having a problem clearing this room with our base gun. Here we have these little teleporters. Not only can you move through them, the enemies can move through them, and you can shoot through them. Which makes for some really interesting rooms that can be really tricky to get through, because the enemies can also move and shoot through them. Very easy to take some surprise damage. The bomb, you saw me use one earlier. They can also be used to find secret rooms. I have found like 1 secret room, so I have no idea where the secret rooms really are. Oh, that's increased max HP. Healing in this game doesn't come easily, though. I haven't had a lot of success with increasing max HP, because I just get hit, go under max HP, and then I rarely find the healing I need to get back up to max HP. 2.2 modifier. You're getting twice as much money. Great. First 20% ammo. Does that give us money if we don't have a gun? It does, okay. And then that's nice, that little power up for ammunition. We don't have, we're just on our base gun. Instead of giving us nothing, it gives us a little bit of consolation prize because it's a stack of little cash. Which is, again, just fantastic. This is great. It's not wasted. And works well with the power-up philosophy, which also goes very thematically with the game. Has this whole, you know, 8-bit thing going on. It's very old school style. It's so beautiful. I just love the way it looks. It takes me back to when I was a kid, playing all sorts of games, which are just crazy imagination to me. My little kid, it's a whole new world of video games. A continuous laser. I don't think I've had a continuous laser. don't like the charge gun. I don't like the charging effect. I mean, I need to be shooting bullets. There's a lot of enemies around to hit. Take the continuous laser and see how that works. Oh, did you see the fire? It looks like we can't turn as quickly while firing the laser. Alright, makes sense. Yeah, see what I mean with the portals? Should just launch the bomb. Free money, absolutely. Thank you. Oh, we lost some of our modifier, some of our multiplier. Killed our boss. You have to kill the boss like that. You have to kill bosses to activate the mini bosses to kill the boss. You are a new boss. We also right-click have this dodge maneuver, the sprint maneuver. I've been using it a ton. Oh jeez, jeez, scoop. I've been using it a ton because, unlike in Gungeon, it is not a dodge. We still take damage in transit. So it's not a way to, it's not a get out of jail free card. It just moves us quickly, but we can still get hit while moving. This isn't a secret. Okay, no. So it's a great way to get around quickly and to make some tight dodges, but you can't use it to go through bullets. See that boss fight? That was a new boss fight, new patterns. I got hit a lot, but still fast. I had a decent enough gun to get through them in time, and then we survived. 5% damage increase. Wow. I don't think I've ever had one of those just drop. This room is a little scary. There's a lot going on. There's this water effect, which on the one hand is kind of weird. Then I like this spaceship flying through this dungeon, and then there's like water and gravity. It doesn't make any sense if you think too much about it, but the old games never did. Covers all ammunition or increases maximum aim. Our gun is about dry, but I'm not too impressed with this one. So once it goes, I'm just gonna let it go. So we'll get a new gun. If we keep it around until we find that new gun, we do get that refund, get the little bit of money out of it, and get a healing, which will actually probably be worth it. Healing is not super common. Shows up in shops, can't buy it frequently, but just having it drop, it hasn't happened to me a lot. Oh, God, I got too close, trying to cut too close there. That hurts, because not only do we take the damage, we lose our modifier. I do not want to lose these modifiers. It's fishy. Also, I've not yet beat the game. That's something I want to make, something I want to get out there. I've gotten to the final boss, and then last time I fought the final boss, I lost a Vulcan, a piercing, phasing, Gatling Vulcan. Good. I lost last time I fought against the boss because I had to blink. That's how tight the boss fight was. Had to blink and got hit and died. Alright, it seems really inefficient, but kind of cool. And basically, I've already taken, I feel like, a lot of hits here. Not going so prompt. This run's not going so promisingly. If we get in our key, we can get into that vault. And the keys are actually super rare. I'm surprised I even saw one. Much more rare than, you know, the other games that we've been talking about. Or that is an ice guy, and ice guys can still use well with key damage. Covers ammunition. Thank you. Glad we have that. Bonus fortune. Bullet hell. It's also great bullet hell feel. Again, this feels like the game, a lot like the game Star Wars Rogue was kind of trying to be. The bullet hell mechanics work great. I feel like I'm in total control of the ship. Bullets feel weighty. They feel like I'm shooting dudes and hurting them and destroying them. When they shoot back, I feel like I have a lot of control whether I get hit. You only get hit in your center of your ship as you would expect, and you have a lot of ship control so well. And you have your little dodge maneuver. I always feel like when I get hit, it's my fault. And when I'm shooting enemies, that's on me too. That is a great sense of responsibility. Teleport when dashing sounds cool, but I'm gonna make it use the Couldn't make it as useful as I wanted. Showing me HP is okay. Stealth is also, I haven't found to be as useful as you'd expect. Being enemy HP is always, it can always satisfy some curiosity at the very least. Another mini boss, and as you go through the levels, you have to face increasing number of mini bosses. This guy hits me all the time. He's like spinning ring attacks. Just, my brain can't handle them. Can I get that without touching the spikes? What do you think? I think not. Ah, I did it! Yo, I got stuck in this little corner. Hey, there's a key for the vault. Maybe you always get a key if you explore the vault? Nah, that can't be true. Oh, it's the best vault ever. Okay, I'm happy. Those sound effects for the ghosts sound shockingly familiar. I think they're actually from, they shared that asset with Gungeon. From wherever they got it from. But I can't remember. What is it? Is it Gungeon? It's something. Some sort of enemy that like you shoot and it gets larger armor attack. Hey guy. Now it's a book on bug. I'll think about it later. I'll probably remember before the end of the video. Oh jeez. Okay, bomb. Doing okay damage, except then I freaked out and now we don't have another bomb. Ooh. Okay. Alright. 10 boss fights is what I love. Also, it's not agonizingly long, which is very important. The boss fights do not overstay their welcome at all. They're fun, they're quick, they go. He hit me on the way back. It's fairly frustrating. This guy has a second stage, evidently. Oh, I got hit twice. Of course, he has a second stage. Why would I think any different? Alright, took another hit. Don't like being low on HP. Like I said, healing does not come I've got more healing on this run than I think the rest of the runs combined. I also have this little mechanic here we get to upgrade if we heal over our max HP. As you saw earlier when we first got that plus 3 HP and we're at full HP. Fortunately for us, we take a ton of damage, so that's never gonna happen. But it is a mechanic there, so it's not wasted to get HP over your cap. Just like the ammunition, if you have full ammunition or have an ammo upgrade that wouldn't be useful, you get money. Nothing is wasted in this game. Just in general, that feels so good. The art feels great, sounds are great, feels great. I guess one thing kind of wasted are these big black bars on their side, but the game's so good. The rest of the game's so good, I don't even notice, I don't even mind. Just gives it this authentic feeling of being classic game, which maybe I'm just being a little bit of an apologist for it at this point. Maybe I'm gushing a little too much, but I am really enjoying Monolith here. Can you guys stop? Need a new gun. There you go. What are we at? 2.3 multiplier. That's okay money. Is that a boss fight? I don't want to be fighting bosses with our base gun. I suppose I don't have a choice. This has been broken. Covers 1 HP. Nice little touch where the color of the UI changes based upon our current HP. Oh, don't know. Okay, over there. All right. Into our. We go up. That's our upgrade room. Like to get, and we might get artifact in there, which is a selection of powerful weapons. Also, one that makes you immune to electricity, which is really nice. Shop items are cheaper, might be good. Auto bomb when taking damage. Yeah, selection of powerful weapons. Charge, piercing, revolver, piercing, ricochet, finale, freeze. That's okay. Like I said, I barely even look at charge because I just don't like the way charge works. Which is it's a shame because, like I said, there's only about 7 weapons, so I just don't like how a weapon base works. That no matter how you modify it, I'm probably still not gonna like it. So most of the charge weapons I just ignore because I don't like charging the weapon. I like just having the weapon shoot automatically. And a lot of that goes with the laser as well. Although, crossbeam triple continuous sounds dope. Ricochet, split, burst, freeze. Piercing, ricochet, finale, freeze. Revolver shoots big bullets. Charge the bullets. Vulcan, we've seen Vulcan. And laser, we've seen laser. We're going to see it again, but as this, it seems like it's been modified. Oh, look at that beautiful. We have a continuous triple fire crossbeam, which is just covering the entire level in a slow field because it's also slowing. That's so good. Now here, unfortunately, I can't get this gun and replace, because it will replace my current gun. I can't replace the old one and keep this new one. It has to be the new one I take, unfortunately. Just shoot. Hit these guys with the crossbeam so I don't have to run down there and take forever and get hit. Of course, on the way back out, we can always change weapons, depending on what our ammunition situation is like. Whoa, that's fireballs. We should be able to get through. We'll see the last boss. Unless I die beforehand, which I don't, which I shouldn't. I think we'll be okay. We'll be fine to get to the last boss. We're doing just fine so far. Probably about a slightly above average run for me so far. It's like this awesome freezing crossbeam triple shot continuous laser. Going to fade out before I get anywhere. We'll take the vaults. The vaults can have a lot of cool stuff in them. Kind of unpredictable. Sometimes you have HP, sometimes you have weapons, sometimes you have a lot of money. Alright. You turn slower with the laser active. Gotcha, read that loud and clear. I'm just shoot the lasers in here. Oh yeah, I can. And we're out of lasers. Let's go back and get that. Oh, I should have bombed. I should have. Let's go back and grab that upgrade. Right here. He's still there. He's still waiting for us. We get 3 options now. I like a fireball. I like chain lightning. I like shrapnel. So yeah, we're gonna take fireball. Chain lightning, shrapnel, fireball. I don't like being hurt so much. So shrapnel explodes into those green shrapnel, and fireball, I mean chain lightning, could just change between enemies. It was in our vault. We increased maximum ammunition. Alright, it's fine. And now it's boss time. Don't like only being at 6 HP. We have a decent enough gun. The Ordinator, this guy, I think this guy, is it this guy kicks my butt? It's a few of the bosses, as you imagine, as per my usual roguelike MO. A few of the bosses just absolutely crush me. These little match attacks. They're really annoying because they kind of blend into the background. That's 2 damage there. You have to remember our bombs. I've been, just like in Gungeon, at least when I first started playing Gungeon, too shy, well, blank shy. Alright, he's down. Get out of the way in case he has a second stage. Didn't think he did, just to be sure. Oh, we can go buy HP. I need to go buy HP. We need to buy HP next time I have the opportunity. We should buy HP. Because we're going to need it. These guys are kind of scary. Now, you see the rooms are getting pretty crowded. With the things that coming at us and things we need to shoot at. Only 1.5 cash multiplier, which is really concerning because things later in the game get really expensive. So compared to the upgrades on the first floor, oh come on, the way he spread that. I shot that spread. Thank you for the 1 HP. The bosses tend to drop at least 1 HP, but it doesn't feel like it because I always get shot by the bosses at least once. We have the increased drop perk, fortune perk. And 20,000, like, although things are more expensive now, 20,000 should be enough to get some HP. No problem. In fact, if we find the gun area. Okay, let's get some space. We find the new gun. Before we run out of ammunition on this one, we do get the scrap benefit. Scrap that old gun, we get the HP, we get the ammunition. I hope that you can hear the music. Okay, probably not super loud, but I want to make sure it's turned up at least for. Oh, I moved right into that. That was bad. No, not like this. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I'm stuck. I got frozen. I got frozen and I got stuck. And it went, oh. Alright, that started out as a good run. That started out above average. And then I kind of messed up that last floor, took extra damage, and we died. It has this nice The screen gives you a score, number of rooms over enemies killed, what killed you, and then you fall down to your... You would fall down to your high score. If you got near your high score, you'd see your high score in there as well. Then takes you back to the hub. We already furnished. This guy has disappeared for now. You have NPCs that come in and out. You can talk to them. And they have different things to say, but Mr. Catman is always here. What advice do you have? Idle seems to be a living manifestation of the power eternal. He seems to... This is just a fragment. I don't wonder what the whole thing's like. Got a job to finish, my friend. Don't let it stop you. I feel like he usually gives advice about what killed you, but I'm not sure that's a rule or it's just been coincidence. Oh boy, going down on the 3rd floor. Bring me back some pics, okay? And then, of course, a shop. Here's... You get unlocks for score, just playing some runs. And then you can also unlock with your total money accrued from the Catman here. And then you can get new weapons such as the sword right here. You'll absolutely want to buy, but we can't. That's 750? That's 75,000? Do we not have... Can I not read? We have nearly 200,000. There we go. Don't mind me, just hitting the wrong buttons. Anti-magic weapons. I don't know where I got all this money. Oh, probably because I didn't have any money. I was like, okay, I'll come back later, and then I just didn't come back. Time bombs. What are disrupting weapons? Deal heightened damage to mechanics. Those, yeah, it's a modifier. Oh, these red ones are modifiers. That can win. Upgrade that fully recovers health and ammunition. Oh, I should have got that instead. That would have been really good. Particular harm to constructs. Short work of spellcasters. So these are just buffs for particular enemies. These are bomb upgrades. Freeze bombs, laser bombs, kill everything, time bombs, 4 times the duration of normal bombs. This is really good against bosses. Then I think that's, yeah, all the money we have. So exit. So that guy, I'm not sure, I haven't gotten through his entire shop yet. It seems like, okay, his shop, let's talk to him again. His shop totally restocked, because I have bought plenty of stuff from this guy before. That was one concern I did have when I began play. I was like, is this all that he has? Is these all the meta upgrades we have? Because it seems kind of shallow. But he has restocked since then. It seems like there are a lot more, even more modifiers to unlock, and even some more weapons to unlock as well, which is really promising, which is good, because that's one thing I had a concern with. Also, this nice. Is there any furniture? Did you say there's furniture? Oh, furniture. You have any furniture for me? Yeah, jukebox. You also occasionally talk to him, and he will give you new furniture for your hub world, which is funny. I'm not sure why there is what Dash Rogue could have ever set that up. I'm not sure why there is like, I'm not sure why all this is. Why am I a spaceship with a desk, the talking cat that gives me furniture as I go into the dungeon to kill monsters? I'm not sure why that is, but I legitimately could not care less. The game's so beautiful around it, and so fun. I just want to keep going. I want to keep playing. I want to do another run right now and have an hour-long video, but that's absurd and that's too much. So check out Monolith. It releases on the, let me double check, June 7th. That is a weird screen. My apologies. Releases on June 7th in the store. That's actually, oh, even the pause music is great. It's such nice little touches. This little, you got the pause music, you got your ship, and it's like drinking some coffee, dodging bullets. It's just so. There's some real heart in this game. I really like it. So check out Monolith Team D13. Available on Steam June the 7th for probably not that much. The game's not released yet. We'll see. We'll see how much they decide to charge for it. But leave a like, enjoy the video, subscribe for more, follow my Twitch, and I'll see you next time.